folks. I mean, I love listening to Sabby and Jimmy Dore, and that nails it. Jimmy makes an excellent point. He doesn't talk about it a lot on his show, but the point that he makes in voting third party is if Democrats, particularly the disenfranchised Bernie voters, had voted in 2016 instead of voting for Hillary, if they had voted third party, if they had voted left, the Democratic Party would have changed. They would have moved left to try to get those people back into the camp. Well, they didn't do that. They voted for Hillary. That opportunity was squandered. And the point that he makes, we got Trump anyway. So in 2016, we had a chance to change things and to change the Democratic Party, and we didn't do it. And so now this is where we're at. And I, I know that you liked Bernie at one point, and I did too, but I blame Bernie for a lot of this. Chris Hedges told him not to run again, and he did. And he did this. Sabby, I went to his first speech, his first event here in Des Moines. And the first thing Bernie said from the podium was, I will support the nominee of the Democratic Party, whoever it is. And I thought, what the hell? What kind of way is that to start a campaign? And that's always what was going to happen. And that's exactly what did happen.
Or a movement. He abandoned his movement. And now he's talking about possibly running again in 2024. Yeah. If Joe Biden decides not to run. This is ridiculous. You don't get to play with people that way. You don't get to build up a movement and then just walk away from it and tell everybody, well, you better vote for Hillary Clinton or you're going to get Trump. And like you said, we got Trump anyway. But yes, we were not practicing multiple strategies, and we should have been doing that. The strategy that we were practicing was putting progressives through the Democratic Party. We're all going to go out and vote for Bernie Sanders. Okay, great. But what if Bernie Sanders loses? There was no backup plan. So you even had left independent media channels like TYT telling people, vote for Hillary Clinton. And that's what people did. What we should have done, the other strategy we should have practiced, we all should have moved over and voted for Jill Stein. And it doesn't matter really if Jill Stein would have won. The idea, and this is why people don't understand the strategy, the idea is that you take those votes away from the Democratic Party, you continue to let them lose so that they will move further left and give us these issues and these tangibles that we need. People didn't want to do that. You have a lot of people on the left still saying that third parties aren't viable, independent candidates aren't viable. Well, why are they not viable? They're not viable because people aren't voting for them, because even left media is telling you to vote in the duopoly. That's why nothing happens from third parties and independent candidates on the national level. On the local level, Greens have won. And I want people to understand independents have won on the local level. So we really need to shift our focus. We really need to stop playing this two-party game. They're both corporate parties, and that's why they don't do anything for the American people.
And again, the main reason I'm having so much fun here is that this is a kindred spirit for me, and I don't get to talk to a lot of people like this. Sabby, I want to ask you about this that I've been telling people, and people don't seem to pick up what I'm putting down a lot of times. But Bernie's got this huge following. He's got this power of personality. Still, you see it all over the web. I mean, he's got an email list that's close to 1 million or something like that. What if he were to enlist that power that he has and have those people primary these Democratic candidates, unless these things that we want and that he professes to support are actually put into action, unless they actually do something, he's going to tell these people not to support the Democratic mainline candidates. I mean, to me, he may be the only guy out there that can do anything close to that could make it. You're not going to change the Republican Party. That crazy train left the platform a long time ago. That's the way I look at it. But we could still make a change with Democrats if somebody like Bernie were to do that. But that ain't happening. He won't do it.
Well, Black Agenda Report actually had an article about this a while back, that they found information that showed that Bernie Sanders actually had some type of agreement with the Democratic Party that he would not start a third party movement. Some type of agreement where, yes, Bernie, you can run for president, but you're not going to start a third party movement. You have to go along with the Democratic Party. And that's what Bernie Sanders has been doing. Now, he's an independent, but he caucuses with the Democrats. So at the end of the day, if Bernie Sanders loses and he's just going to tell you to vote for the corporate Democrats, then what good is his movement? It really doesn't make any sense. Like, you should still be out there fighting. You should still be out there pushing, which is what he said he was going to do. He would still be out with his people. Bernie Sanders doesn't know us anymore. He doesn't go out to the people. He abandoned his movement. He went along with Joe Biden. And I should have known when he made that comment that Joe Biden is his good friend. Why are you friends with Joe Biden?
Yeah, I remember that. Joe Biden is my friend. Yeah.